Years ago, my father-in-law would buy these estates, about almost 2,000 acres, with big plantations of coffee, cocoa, banana, nutmeg, and so on. But about 17 years ago, the government acquired the biggest part because the family is not from St. Lucia, so they felt that we had too much property. They left the family with 150 acres. Today is actually only 75 acres. But even 75 acres today is not easy to maintain because it's difficult to find workers in agriculture. Yeah? My father-in-law in the early days, he was making sure that the people in the area had employment. So almost every family had somebody employed on the estate. So up to 500 people. Yeah. Today, or when I came 26 years ago, it was 78. Today we only 3 people. Yeah, it's very difficult. Yeah, but we still do farming. More tree crops because it's less labor intensive, but we also have some vegetables. Actually, the vegetables mainly right now have an elderly couple. They're Rastafarians, and they do their vegetables, everything organic on their own account. Because since I'm here, since 26 years, everything is organic, yeah, and it's our mission also. Yeah, one of our many missions. Yeah, but I came here 26 years ago. Actually, on a 10-day holiday, my father-in-law told me, Uta, don't worry about the problems on the estate, because after the hurricane, we still had problems on the estate. But after 10 days, I saw more problems than I wanted to see. So I called him up and said, Daddy, I'm going to stay here. First, he thought that is just an idea that I had, but I'm still here. But also the reasons maybe why I could decide, or why I did decide to stay here, because it wasn't easy, because all these problems we had here in the early days. Even there was only generators for electricity. Since about 7 years we have public water. So life has changed a lot. Yeah. It was very easy, a very simple, very basic life. But fortunately my life maybe prepared me for the task I had here. Yeah. Shortly back on my own life, I was born 45 in East Europe, yeah, in Eastern Germany. And my parents decided to raise the children in Austria, so where I grew up on a farm that belonged to friends of the family. And there in my early days, I learned a lot about farming, maintenance, repairs, and so on. And when the old-time people asked us to help, we felt very proud and very grown up. So with all the joy, we went and helped them, all the chores, and not realizing how much we learned. Yeah. So when I came to Germany, I finished my schooling, and then I did carpentry. And because in Germany, when you study, in my case, it was prefabricated architecture and interior design, you need to have a practical training before that, yeah, of course, real properly. The men had to go for 3 years, I got away with 2.5 years. Yeah, I was lucky. And then after my studies, I went to the Far East, first working in an architecture company in Tokyo, then in India, Institute of Technology, in Thailand, Southeast Asia, freelance design. I came back to Europe and then working or restoring an old farmhouse from the 12th century. And there I met my now ex-husband. Because when the government took over here, 2 days later, my husband left and he never came back. It was too much of a stress for him, yeah. But I could see both sides of the coin as the island went through all this history of slavery and all that, you know, and being a foreigner with so much property is a constant political and social issue. So I could see both sides and had an understanding for it. And then we tried to do the best with whatever was remaining here. And we feel very attached to Balenbouche Estate, yeah. We feel it's not only because it's a historical place, we feel also it's a very spiritual place, yeah. I mean, not only taking care of the physical environment, but also spiritual environment. We almost feel like, yeah, the guardians of the Holy Grail. Unfortunately, so many people here don't feel anymore like this about their own country, yeah. And we feel very, very strong about it. So when you want to come inside, we show you the inside. The inside also, when the house was bought, there was no furnishings inside, but the family and we ourselves, we decorated the house in the same period, like 150, 170 years ago. Yeah? Okay, let's go inside now.